Hi, I'm Kirby.
I'm Dana.
And we are
Migratory Nerds. It's time for our latest adventure. Let's get exploring.
Alright, we're at Epcot today for the Epcot Festival of the Arts.
That's right. FODA.
FODA. We're going to use that acronym and not what I've been calling it, which is farts. Dana doesn't like that acronym, but we're here. Let's go. Alright, before we can do anything Festival of the Arts related, our boarding group for Guardians of the Galaxy was called, so let's go to Xandar. Still haven't gotten September on Guardians yet. Just have to keep trying. Gonna go get our pass holder magnet, and then it's time to hit the festival. Alright, we're heading to Communicore Hall because they have a Disney on Broadway display. You know how I like a good Broadway show. This is by far the best use of Communicore Hall for a festival since it opened. It was filled with actual props and costumes from the Disney on Broadway shows, past and present. They had a model stage for each of the Disney on Broadway shows they've produced as well. They also had a festival shop, so you can buy some of the Festival of the Arts exclusive merchandise. Time for some food. First up, Hop Eats. Alright, this is a grilled cheese with pimento cheese, fried green tomatoes and bacon, and tomato soup.
That was delicious.
Yeah, that was so good. This is essentially a giant paint by numbers. You wait in line and you get a little cup of paint with a number on it and a little paintbrush, and then you can paint 4 squares of that number anywhere on the mural. Like when it's done. At Deco Delights, we tried the Three Daughters Brewing Vanilla Bean Ice Cream Beer and the Keel Farm Strawberry Shortcake Hard Cider. Alright, so we got dumplings, a shumai, and an egg tart. What do you think of the China booth?
That was my favorite so far. I know we've only tried 2 of it. That was really good. We got one of each food item. That egg tart, I could have probably 6 more of those.
Favorite one of them? Yeah, and then I think it was the shrimp.
Yeah,
and then the chicken
with the pumpkin puree.
I mean, they were all really good, but that would be the order. Make sure you check out the various artist locations around and even be on the lookout for some hidden Mickeys. German train town is decorated for Festival of the Arts also. They had 5 fun, artful photo ops sprinkled throughout the park. that you could step into. We got Goofy hanging out and Donald down here right by Regal Eagle. Look at that. And Smee and Baloo. The American Gardens Theater was home to the Animation Academy during the day, and it's where the Disney on Broadway concerts happened in the evenings. When we came in at 11, this was brand fresh new. It's 1:30. It's really coming along. They must go through like one a day on really busy days. All right, it's day 2 at Festival of the Arts, so let's eat some fun things and see some pretty art. Alright, migratory nerdy fact of the video. The art of using chalk for street painting began in Europe in the 16th century, when traveling folk artists began using chalk, along with broken tiles and charcoal to decorate public spaces. The tradition was so popular it didn't stop until World War II broke out. And then street painting was revived again in the mid-20th century, and the trend gave rise to sidewalk chalking as a popular pastime. First stop today was Gourmet Landscapes for a wild mushroom risotto. The mushroom risotto was meh. Ours was a little undercooked, but the flavor was good. Maybe it would have been better if it was all the way cooked and the rice wasn't a little crunchy. We missed these entirely on our first day through, but these are chock full of character. They're Disney characters in chalk drawings in each of the pavilions around the World Showcase. Alright, so we got a grilled lamb kebab, bread with hummus and some other dips, an apple coconut custard, I'll put a caption if that's wrong, avocado coconut caption, and a chai tea mint fizz drink. Alright, next up is the Wagyu bun.
Then that line direction is going to break, it's going to come down towards the bottom.
Sommerfest in the Germany Pavilion has this pretzel bread pudding that's available year-round, but it's worth the stop. We might have also accidentally wandered into the caramel shop for some more delicious treats. Alright, what was your favorite Festival of the Arts bite that you had?
Probably the egg custard in China.
From China. Okay.
It was really good. So, food-wise, I think Festival of the Arts makes the least amount of money, food-wise, because the chefs are encouraged to take chances and make things that are different.
The food in the other festivals is always a little bit more exotic than theme park food.
Yeah.
But I feel like Festival of the Arts is the most adventurous in palette and flavors, and so therefore some people are less adventurous. So I think it's shorter, and it makes I think the crowds are less than right, like the Hop Eats, which had the most, I would say, traditional flavored thing, which was basically you could get a basic grilled cheese and tomato soup, and that consistently had the longest line.
You can tell what people are comfortable with based on the line. So like you go by the Italy booth, there's a long line. You go by the Mexico booth, had a long line. So we kind of went to the places that had shortest lines. We always go to Morocco because we love those flavors, but people are afraid to try it, and I don't fully understand that, but I've always been sort of adventurous.
In Japan, I think they have like a sushi donut, and I think sushi is much more of a mainstream now.
I think we actually just hit Japan.
Maybe we might have just hit Japan when
lucky. A lucky time.
Yeah.
So anyway, but when you get to the festival, you can pick up a little book like this, and that'll tell you all the things that are available to you. It doesn't list prices though. It's pricey.
Yes.
It's very pricey.
It can add up. If you want to sort of set yourself a budget, you can get a little gift card and put a set amount on it so that you know when you've hit that and you're like, oh, maybe it's time to reevaluate, or maybe we're cutting ourselves off here. It's also pricier if you do a lot of the alcoholic beverages.
Sure.
But they do smaller samples. Like the beers we got were 4-ounce pours or 6-ounce pours, and then you can do flights. So that's a way to be a little bit more economical.
And go with friends so you can share.
Yeah.
That way you can try more things because you'll get full. That's why we had to split it up into 2 days, because we were so full.
After the first day, we were like, we didn't eat enough, but we're all full. Yeah. So, my favorite part was the Disney on Broadway displays. But since I know everyone's shocked by that. Since Communicore Hall opened and they were like, this is going to be used for festivals, this is the first time I was like, yeah, I see why they built Communicore Hall.
Yeah.
It's a big empty, like, it reminds me of a school cafeteria. Like, it's just a big open rectangular space, but I feel like this was a really great use of that, and I hope they get a lot of feedback about that and continue to sort of utilize it in a good way.
Yeah.
So, anything else?
Nope.
All right. I'm Kirby.
I'm Dana.
And we are
Migratory Nerds.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you get notified when all of our new videos drop. Bye.